get this ball rolling. What's up, man?
Welcome back, brother.
Welcome back to another episode, another experience, whatever you want to call it.
A glorious Tuesday night. That's what I look at it as.
Yes, a time to reminisce, a time to kill.
Yeah, a time to kill.
Yes,
that should be the title. That should be a thoughtful thoughts. What to do when killing time. Killing time, a deep dive.
You heard it here. You heard it here. This is gonna happen. I like that.
What do you do when you're killing time? How about this? You're driving somewhere. I'll be there in 15 minutes. What do you do for 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I once heard somebody said, 15 minutes is like no time at all, but 20 minutes is an eternity. You know,
yeah,
I'll be there in 20 minutes. Like, fuck, I got time I'll bake a pizza while they're coming.
You ever have that where, like, oh, yeah, you know, basically like what you just said, you have 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And you're there in the lot or something. So
Yeah.
what do you do? And then you start thinking about, like YouTube videos or something that are 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, what can I watch for 15 minutes?
You know what pisses me off is when you're searching for 5 or 6 of those minutes.
And then you're searching for 5 or 6 of those, and then you're like, wow, what can I do for 9 minutes?
Right. Now you're really crunching time.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the human condition. It really is. That's yeah. That is definitely one we're gonna have to dive more into.
Apologies to Noah before I say this. Every once in a while, I get out of work extra early. And this is once in a great while, but sometimes I get to the gym Monday real early, and I'm killing time sitting there in the truck. I got the aux cord set up, and I'm like, what could I do for 25 minutes, you know? And 5 of those damn minutes are spent looking for something, and I can find something good at like the 17 to 19 minute range or the 30-minute range, but damn, peeping me on the 25 minutes.
Does Noah watch this?
I told him about it. I don't know if he does.
Good.
He does.
I'm just kidding. No.
He does his own YouTube videos.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. This is something like...
broadcast yourself.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes. This is something that's... it's actually really fun. I mean, regardless of, like... you know, whatever it is you decide to do on here, video-wise, like... It's just it's kind of a relaxing little pastime, to be honest with you. Like when you're not thinking about it as, you know, I've got to make so many views on this and that, you know, just when you're just having fun with it. Like this is pretty cool.
I would be happy if I had 0 or 1 million views. And the fact is that like I could look at this 10 years down the road, and I could look at like me, like being comfortable enough to come up with cool ideas, hang out with my bud, stuff that we've been talking about for years.
Dude, we've been talking about doing this for years.
Yeah.
And we were always like, yeah. But I don't think, I know for me especially, I was like, yeah. And then I sat there, and then I would come to the realization, like, I have no fucking clue how to even begin doing this.
I don't either.
Yeah.
You know, you were mentioning something earlier about the generosity thing. You're the one that, we're at your house, you know. It's your setup. You have the know-how.
Yeah. Well, you know.
That's worth something.
God, thank God, you know, I started working at places that kind of like helped me to kind of like understand this, you know. And then, yeah.
Are you going to put it back in the frame?
No, that's not them, but,
okay.
I would actually be promoting them if I had something to promote. But
yeah, don't even mention.
Yeah. Where was I going with that? Oh no, yeah. It's just cool how all that happened, and then like through that it was like, wait, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense on the live streaming side as well. And then I just kind of like took that kind of idea and brought it to this. So. Yeah, and now we're here. Now we're here with this cool setup.
And see that,
and more gear to come, man. Because I've got that what do you call it? The mixer. I got the mixer downstairs, that big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to try that out instead of this, just to see how it works.
Well, where I was wanting to go, there's a video that I helped my sister with when she was in 6th or 7th grade. I helped them shoot a couple of scenes for a book. She read a book, and she had to do a report on it. And one of the reports that she could have, like one of the formats was a video formatted report, you know, and they would act out a few scenes from the book, you know, like in sequence or in order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that, and it's like a deep dive archive video on my sister's Facebook page. There's a deep dive archive video of me, Eric, Noah. Well, Noah's not in it, but Cody, Eric White.
Yeah.
The Animal Farm video.
I do remember that. Yes.
There is.
Because we used to watch it all the time.
Hell yeah!
You guys were super proud of that. And
I don't have a lot of me. You know, like the cool thing about this is I've never given the camera enough time for me, because I would love to go back and look at myself more. Like, I have pictures from my first communion. I have pictures of birthdays or holidays or stuff like that. But I don't have any of this. I don't have any late night Tuesdays doing whatever. Like, and in a very weird way, you know, like a little bit of a sidestep. I've always thought it would be really cool if I could take myself every year of my birthday and like line all these guys up.
Yeah.
And like get to talk to them or get to listen to them or whatever. Be like, yeah, I know what you're going through. That shit sucked. And yeah, you're doing pretty good right now. You just keep on. And you're about to fuck up. You know, like I would love to have that interaction, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because I think there's so much that a man or a woman goes through, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I had more of this, more of like some of the quirky or simple or plain, you know, just to get like a feel of where I'm at, you know, and a reminder of where I was.
Yeah, no, definitely. Self-reflection.
Yeah.
Kind of in a way, yeah. Yeah. Well, we're doing it now.
That's true. Better late than never.
Yeah.
Also to
Luke,
touch on that, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Luke kind of brought up a cool point too. Just like not even just for self-reflection, but just really just for memories, just for something to kind of look back on and like, oh yeah, like yeah, that was a good time. Like
hell
that,
yeah.
You know, the hot sauce video.
Hell yeah.
You know, we don't have to just talk about that. Like we have the proof right there. You know.
I'm glad my lower half doesn't have to remember that.
Oh, dude.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
I wish Sachin was there though.
Was there.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get him on another one though, because I mean, that wasn't the last. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh. You're going down, Sachin. Your ass is grass.
Yeah, he's all talk, man. He's big game right now. He's
well, it's easy to talk with no hot sauce in your mouth, isn't it?
He's pretty confident.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and it's funny because I even told him, I was like, dude, you have no idea like what we did on the other ones where we just kind of put the little speck of sauce on the chip. It was nothing in compared to the straight line.
The globs, yeah.
The globs.
Uh-huh.
Man, but anyways, what were you gonna touch on?
So, I just gave Chelsea's mom the growing up from year 3 to year 4 photo album, and I love the fact that I do that because I feel like Chelsea's gonna be able to look back and see herself grow up, and it's chronological, so she can see herself, like her face develop, she can see her hair grow out, she can see like the clothes get bigger, her legs get longer, you know. And even in a weird way, she can see like when she's happy in the winter, she's happy in the summer, you know. You could see like the fake smile, like or you could see like the legit smile, like caught laughing and like having a good time. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that she's gonna have that.
Yeah, man. My parents have those downstairs somewhere. Just little booklets of, and it's not like full books of like, because I used to,
Right.
like, you have like a full book of her at an age. Like theirs is just like maybe like a page or two, but they put like different photos and stuff that they took, and yeah, it's cool to just look at some of that. I think for me personally, as I've gotten older, I don't like looking at that stuff as much, just because like you see people that like have passed away, and then it kind of like puts you more into like a depressed mood more than anything.
There are some pictures of my grandfather. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
and my Grammy now.
But anyways, that's just a random thought that I just had. But
It's
yeah,
fair.
Yeah. But they're definitely cool to have.
I want to take one more sidestep if
Yeah.
you're willing to walk with me.
Let's check it out, man.
So not last year, but the year before that, I decided I wanted to do Thanksgiving at my house. Oh, don't worry about that. I don't dust either. I don't believe in it.
I know, dude, for real.
I wanted to have Thanksgiving at my house every other year. So that way I'm with my dad one Thanksgiving, and then I'm with my mom one Thanksgiving, and that way it trades. And yeah, last year I was with my dad, and 2 years ago I was with my mom. And I had my mom come over, and my stepdad Mike, and my sister Diana, my Grammy, and my mom's brother, my Uncle Larry.
Mm-hmm.
And we had everybody over. That was really cool, actually. And I was so glad that everyone felt welcomed in my house. My house was big enough. Like, that's always been one worry of mine. I feel like my house isn't big enough for everybody. Like I'm expected to have a bigger house. Like, I come over here, you guys have this nice big house. Everyone feels comfortable. There's everyone's space.
Yeah, but we told you last. I remember when I think it was me, Sachin, Nick. We told you that your house was dope, man.
And see, the more that I let go of some shit, the more I realize, your family is not looking at it like that. Your family's just happy to see you doing you. And everyone has to do themselves for a little while. Everyone's got to figure that out.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that hit home with me. I finally was able to pick up Chelsea and bring her over to my house for Thanksgiving. And the fact that I had the whole family hosted party, I spent all day cleaning. And then I started cooking, and it was one of the most ultra responsible Nicks you've ever met, because I really had to put on the big brave face. Like, I set the table with all the fancy napkins. My mom helped me out with that, fancy Thanksgiving napkins and throwaway plates. She said, it's so much easier, just throw them away. Fuck it, who cares? We're all gonna be eating good food. Who cares about the plate? And she gave me some big girl tips, like, hey, you're gonna be fine. A bathroom's a bathroom. Okay, get the hair out of there, whatever. You're a guy. Come on, grow up.
Yeah.
And she's like, it smells good in here. That's probably 80% of the problem. If it smells good, it probably is good, right? Come on, and everyone lives somehow, right? Day to day, you're not cleaning every single day. Who does that?
Yeah.
Crazy people. Anyway, the moral of that story is my Grammy came over. She passed away 3 or 4 months later into the next year.
Mm.
And I was so thankful. I was so thankful that I finally got to experience all of my mom's side with me at my house.
Yeah, man. That's a great experience.
Yeah.
Fortunate,
And I have pictures of that as well. And I'm so lucky. I got Mike and Chelsea. Mike's my stepdad, sleeping. I got a picture of me and my mom with my gigantic belly because I was super full, and they took a picture. I'm at home, so fuck it. I'm drinking beers and I'm having a good time. I'm stuffing turkey down there, and it turned out great too.
Yeah.
And I had we had a pecan pie and an Oreo pie and a peanut butter pie and an apple pie.
Yeah, man. Thanksgiving, man.
Oh my God. Hey, I was not on no diet that day. Let me tell you. And there's a picture of my Uncle Larry, my sister, and Grammy in the middle, sitting at my kitchen table. And I think that's one of the last pictures that we got of her. And
wow, really?
to speak on memories, I'm so thankful that I get to hold that memory because it was at my house.
Yeah.
And she got to go seeing me like damn near fully grown up. Like, I am a dad. I have my own house. I have my own car. I work my own job. I am a self-sustained man, period. Like, in every sense of the word. And she got to see that before she went. And I'm super thankful for that. And when I realized that, I realized that's how my dad feels about me, and that's how my mom feels about me. That's how both of my sisters feel about me. A lot of my friends, everyone has felt that way for a long time. Because I've had the house since 19. And I've been moved out since before that.
You've had that house since 19?
Since April 2019.
Oh, okay, the year. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you... I was like, wait, damn, really? It's been that long? Oh, holy shit, dude. No, yeah, okay. No, that makes sense.
I had the apartment.
Yeah, you had the apartment at that time. Yeah.
When I was 18, 19. I think it was 19, 20? 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I turned 21.
Dang, it's been since 2019, though, man. Wow.
Yeah. I was in the apartments in 15, I think.
And the house has come a long way, man. I mean, like, from, from the beginning of... no
furniture.
Yeah, no responsibilities, Nick, to becoming a dad and everything. It's all just kind of changed.
You know what's crazy? I look at it and it's like I was trying to make a relationship work at that time, and I was a fuck. I was like, just a dumbass dude, and I wanted what I wanted. I wasn't going to take no shit for it. And then I guess I got it in my head like, oh, now I'm running the shit, It's my house. It's my this. It's my that. And I let a lot of that get to me. And it cost me my relationship. And, the way I look at it now, it's like, I can control a lot of things, but I can't control other people. So recently me and my sister... we decorated Chelsea's room. We hung up pictures. We hung up a caricature. Her favorite holiday is Halloween. And I hung up a little pumpkin poster and pumpkin lights that go across her. And I hung up a map of the United States with a piece of poster board behind it so you could put pins through it. In a fancy frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really trying to make her room like a girl's room. There's no doubt in your mind. I hung up, I probably mentioned this before, but you got stuff hung up in here. This is your room. This is Mark.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't some generic just person's room. This is Mark's room. And I think that's what both of my sisters are trying to get through my head. And I finally bit the bullet and did it. And I think it's not perfect, but I think it turned out fucking awesome. Like,
hell yeah, man. I mean,
just to be blunt about it.
I can I can see like what you're saying. Like, it's just it's good. It's your room, like, especially at that age. It's like it's your like kind of first like way to like express yourself.
Express yourself.
So, yeah, that's cool.
And there's plenty of more room on the walls for her stuff. What's really funny, when I was a little kid, my mom and my dad gave me a dresser and an armoire, and it's a set.
Mm-hmm.
I have the armoire. She has the dresser.
Oh.
So she's got the long, big dresser, and she's got Holly's old piggy bank on there. And like anytime I get tips or anytime I get extra cash, I throw it in there. In fact, in my truck, I've got like this change jug that's full of change. And when I get a free day, I'm thinking Friday this week, I'm going to go and I'm going to get all of it turned into cash and throw it right in our piggy bank.
Oh, nice.
And she has fresh flowers. So I don't have a fancy vase, but I got these giant glass mugs with glass handles. And the next time that she's over for the weekend, which that's kind of not going to happen for a little while just because, like, I'm thinking Father's Day would be the next weekend because I'm not working Father's Day. But every weekend I'll pretty much be working. But when I'm not working, I want her to have fresh flowers in her room. Because that's like, flowers are aromatic. They smell good.
Yeah.
She's got like soft lights, like a soft yellow light, and you could turn the brightness up or down. It's something I gave her mom a long time ago, and she didn't want it when she moved out. She's got a kitty light, and that's like a nightlight for little kids, It's definitely her room. I'm thinking the next step, sorry, Grandma, but the next step is getting like a bed that she could call hers. And I'm using my grandma's bed, and my grandma's bed, she's had it for a long time, and she gave it to me, and I love it to death. I love that my grandma gave that to me. It was like, I want Chelsea to have a nice bed, and it is a nice bed. It's tall, really tall. Like for a 4-year-old, I got her a giant 6 or 7 foot beanbag. Do you remember the one at my apartment?
Yeah.
The red one? Well, I got her a purple one. It was a little bit like more spherical, so it's a little bit taller, and that way she can climb up and down. But I'm thinking like maybe get like girls themed bed, or maybe like just a twin or a queen, something. I don't know, we're not there yet, but because she's only 4.
Yeah. Still have the well, I remember, okay, well, I guess I'm speaking more for myself, but I remember we had the bunk bed, so I had I always slept on the bottom.
Nice.
Because my dad was always like, he was always real nervous about us on the top, because they were small beds,
Yeah.
And you could easily roll off.
Oh yeah.
Which never happened, thank God. But like it was like a big fear of his.
Well, you know what that sounds like? It's similar to, we had bunk beds growing up.
Yeah.
At my dad's house. And I would always take the top bunk because my sister Diana was clumsy when she was a little girl. And he was like, I feel so much safer with her being down there. You're already a monkey and you're good at getting around, so you just go up there and figure it out. It was like a wider low bed and then a skinnier, like thinner top bunk.
I remember right when my grandma...
Is this mine?
Yeah, it should be.
I'm going to drink it. Go ahead.
When my grandma started to kind of, she started losing her mind, because she had Alzheimer's, Nick would come and sleep in the room. This is when we were still living in the old house, and so he would come and he would come sleep on the bottom bunk, and then I'd go to the top. And I remember just talking about my dad's fear. I remember I fell asleep. So the bunk bed was kind of like in the corner, kind of like where we're at now. So I was sleeping like this way. My head was this way, and when I woke up, my head was on the opposite side. And I remember my dad came and woke me up, and I woke up. I was like, huh. I'm like, I said it too, which is funny. I'm like, that's funny. I thought I was on this side, and he was like, oh boy. He was like, yeah. How about not sleeping up here anymore, and then he ended up finding somewhere else for Nick to sleep, I think, if I remember right. But anyways, it's just it was just a funny thing. That's cool though that like you're thinking about that for her, like as far as like how her room looks, and how she, something she could come to and basically find like it's basically like her little sanctuary.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's important personally. Like just to have a place, because even still today, like for us, like to have a place to go to that we can just kind of chill out, kind of find solace.
Oh yeah. Well, I got another funny thing for you to laugh at. So I have had 2 laundry baskets ever since I was in the apartments, and they're these cheap plastic, just laundry baskets. And I think the white one, the worst of the wear of the 2, like the green and yellow one is now Chelsea's like toy basket permanently, and then the white one I was using for laundry, 2 out of the 3 handles are broken off, so I gotta carry it real jank, And I said, what the hell am I doing? I can afford a freaking laundry basket. Let's go and get one. And I went to Burlington Coat Factory, and they had like a makeshift, like, and I'm going to use this term. And if any of you guys out there know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. You ever been to a home goods store? I did not realize the home goods store, that is like the Wild West of white women. Oh my fucking God. So you go into home goods and it's like everything is look first and utility second. I'm just fucking saying that. And if you disagree with me, you're a fucking liar. You know you're a liar. You know you are. But anyway, a lot of the stuff in the home goods store does look good. Like, what am I going to just sit here and bullshit the whole thing? No. But it is like just shit everywhere on the shelves. And it's like, you want a pretty bottle. They've got 700 pretty bottles, and they're all like, this one only, blah, blah, blah. And they had a section for, obviously home goods. They had a home section. It was like laundry related, and they had a bunch of baskets, like actually like fancy looking baskets.
Yeah.
I broke down and I bought a fancy basket. It's like
what do you call it?
Yeah, like a laundry basket that sits up tall and it's got the lid on it, you know.
Yeah, but no, what's the material I'm thinking of? Like
canvas.
Well, yeah, there's canvas, and then the not like bamboo, but like the sticks or whatever. The
Okay, so it is woven.
Yeah,
but
like
not like that. It's like a fabric woven or a basket or like this material, but softer. And I was thinking the same thing along the same lines. I want Chelsea to really feel like she's comfortable being at my house. Like, there is no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Dad's house is clean. It's like respectable, kind of. You know? And there's like a homey feel to it. Like, I'm comfortable. I'm happy to be here. Mm-hmm. And the more I keep dealing with these women, you know, and I'm not dating. But the fact that I still got to deal with my sisters, my mom, I guess it's sisters and mom, my daughter, Connie, and her sister, and my grandma, and, you know, even a little bit like Aunt Lisa and Corey's girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. The more I look at it, it's like the more I'm seeing all these things about these women, like Corey's girlfriend has a Polaroid camera, like a specific, and it's got the thing.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes. Cool as hell.
That is cool.
I think this works just as well, probably better. But what does Corey have in his car? A picture of him and Rhiannon in a Polaroid picture? And because that's something unique to them. And I think that's what that home goods store is about. And that's what Chelsea's bedroom is about. And that's what just, I guess, women in general are looking for is like, what's me, you know? What's different than everyone else? In a roundabout way of saying it.
No, that makes sense. It's expressive.
And then dare I say that maybe it's not just women, because I bought the basket.
Oh no, for sure, dude. If you let yourself, if you let that kind of stuff into your life and you accept it, then like, or I should say not accept it. That's I guess the wrong. Like to embrace it.
Yeah.
Like you it becomes easier to kind of like let loose on stuff like that. And I'm not there yet, obviously, but I feel like once I get my own spot,
swing and a miss.
No, I mean like once I get my own spot, you know, and like that the whole like decorating your kitchen and everything like that might click, but you know I haven't gotten to like that kind of like mindset.
Yeah, I'm taking it real slow because now they're telling me I got to buy lights for holidays. I'm like, you can get the fuck out of here. I'm not going outside. And they forced me to put up a Christmas tree. They said you cannot go another year without having a Christmas tree at your house. That's like fundamental. And I'm like, she has 6 Christmases. What is she missing out on? She said, where is her house? Who is her daddy?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Where does she end up at? No Christmas tree? Are you kidding me? grow up. And I broke down, and my mom gave me her tree, and she gave me the lights. I set it up. I put the garland around it. I have a bunch of my mom's like Christmas decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
And I started to branch out. I got a C for Chelsea and a D for Daddy, to put on the tree.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting there slowly. But
you know what, man? Like talking about like expression and just like little knickknacks and stuff like that. Like it's pretty crazy how personal a Christmas tree really is. Like certain ornaments and whatnot. Just those are things that are like. You see like a lot of people when they decorate a tree, they're using the same like decorations that they've always used. Like it's very traditional,
Yes.
And
yes.
Like I said, very personal, and I think that's pretty cool. I've always appreciated Christmas in general for that very like just a very traditional like very personal
in almost
holiday.
every sense of the word. I think
because it's all family oriented,
Oh hell yeah!
So
you gotta fly in to come see them. You're off work. Everyone's off work during Christmas.
Yep.
Like what's the number one like? If you think about holidays that you're off work, what's the number one bona fide holiday that are gonna give you off? Like it's got to be Christmas.
Right.
At like Thanksgiving's in the running, but it's not number one. And you and me both know that. It's a big holiday, but it's like probably number 3, number 2.
Yeah, you're lucky to get Thanksgiving off, and then you might have to go to work the next day.
Maybe Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
But like Christmas, shit, at the Ford plant, I think I get a week or 2 weeks sometimes, depending on how it falls. For Christmas into New Year's, I don't get anything else like that at all, except for 4th of July shutdown, but that's not even guaranteed. Christmas is guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good stuff, man.
Yes.
For all you Christmas haters out there, fuck you.
I understand it. It's gripe. It's grown. It's it's people that like, it's family, and family's touchy to begin with.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that. I shouldn't say fuck you, but I'm going to keep that in.
No, you should. You should. You feel how you feel. Your feelings are valid. Fuck everybody else. Hell yeah. I said it. Just like I said, Home Goods is the Wild West for white women, man. If it ain't nailed down, that pretty picture's going, sis, and you better go get it.
I've seen comedians. There was one in particular. What's his name? This Italian comedian. He's always talking about how his wife shops at Home Goods, and he would go like he'd record. He'd like recording something on his wall. He's like, "Oh, my wife went to fucking Home Goods again," and he's just showing some like clock or something like that, like, because that's the kind of like crazy stuff, like, some like nice like heavy duty like wall clock or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah.
Wall clock,
vases and all that. I know my mom's bought vases at Home Goods.
Fancy picture frames. I mean, look at these jugs out here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure all that's Home Goods. Yeah.
The list goes on, 100%. But you know what? Crazy thought. If it was up to me and no one else, like I said, I never would have put that Christmas tree up. I never would have hung up no decorations in Chelsea's room. My house would have been the plainest, Janus house on the block.
Well, I don't think it's really in like our nature, like just as like.
Yeah, fuck that. That's a waste of money.
Especially as like working guys, like that are
I got better time.
Yeah, I got better things to do, right?
I'll tell you what. I feel better about Chelsea being there because it's like she doesn't have no doubt now,
Oh yeah, that's her home.
And she's starting to embrace sleeping in her own bed, finally. Like she's not even waking up in the middle of the night anymore to come join me, which a part of me's hurt because that's my girl.
Yeah,
that's my other half. That's my piece right there. It's my little bug. But I don't sleep with my dad anymore.
Right.
I don't sleep with my mom.
At some point, that's got to stop.
Yeah, I got to get with it too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she feels comfortable in her room.
Yeah. Like I said, that's like I think that's important. Like that's like her sanctuary. It shouldn't be her only place to go, obviously, but like, to just a place to come and settle down for like the end of the day, or
Yeah, I'm thinking about like, how am I going to be able to set up a desk in a room? Do I want her to do homework at the kitchen table, or do I want her to do homework in a room?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing both.
Yeah, I did a mixture of both. My my whole for the most part, I was always down in like the kitchen or the living room.
Same.
Yeah, but I did have like a little desk at one point.
Right,
but,
I'm not closed off to the
but
idea.
the problem with your room is like, especially for me growing up, is like you're sitting there and you're doing your homework, and then
You
out of
get
the corner
bored.
of your eye, you get a little bored, and you see the PS2. And the PS2's got the red light, and it's like, ooh man. And then you remember that you just bought
Oh, don't say it.
San Andreas or Simpsons Hit and Run or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
And you're like, oh.
You don't say.
Maybe I'll just turn this on for a couple of seconds.
I was only 7 missions away. How long could that be?
Yeah, right.
I could try for the new High Scoring Rock Band again.
Oh yeah, dude.
What's all that noise? Is your homework done?
Yeah.
I could just, dude. Oh man.
It's funny. Like in elementary school, like we had limits, like they timed us on video games, and then somewhere along the line they just kind of like stopped caring. Like in high school, like that all just went out the door, and like I remember coming home like after like especially senior year, because senior year I stopped caring like at all. Any like, and I didn't care about school really to begin with. Yeah. But senior year, dude, was such a blow off year. I remember, dude, like looking back, senior year was good, dude.
Dude.
But I would come home, and I'd go. We always would have s'more Pop-Tarts because we were really into those at that time.
The white and black, yeah.
Yeah.
White and brown, whatever.
Or yes, yeah. I'd go grab one of those, come up here, turn on Star Wars Battlefront. At that time, I had this little like ground chair that like rocked.
Oh.
Get my controller and just fucking chill out. I had the Bose speaker like pretty much right here.
Oh, sick setup too.
I had my iPod, dude. Freaking, I'd turn on Pink Floyd and shit like that, and I just start playing Crash Bandicoot a lot too, man. I play a lot of Crash Bandicoot at that time.
I'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
At that time, I had just I was just introduced to the I think you pronounce it Metal, the Meddle album that had there wasn't any like really popular song except Echoes, which was at the end of that album. But that had like Pillow of Winds, One of These Days. The first song on that record, it's like it starts off like kind of like real like tense, and then like at a certain part like of the tense part, you hear like a voice. It's like really like kind of like low pitch, almost sounds like the devil or something. Yeah. And I remember listening to that for the first time, and I never experienced any like any drugs or anything like that. I never drank, but I remember just sitting down like playing a game, and then all of a sudden you hear "One of These Days," and you're just like,
creeped out.
Fuck,
yeah.
What the fuck was that? But it was like a cool scare. But anyways, I'm going on a rant now.
No, stop.
But that's what the sit down's all about, right?
Be real with it, bro.
Just ranting about.
Be real with it.
Just ranting about stuff.
Real.
But going back to like the whole game thing, yeah, that was like I remember doing that a lot senior year, and I would play like I said, I'd play Star Wars Battlefront, Crash Bandicoot.
You know what's crazy?
And they were all right near. Like this was always like my chill spot growing up,
I don't remember, like, I guess I was slacking off senior year because I remember my dad getting in my ass about, like, school so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I remember him, like, yelling at me, is this where you want to end up for the rest of your life, on Dad's couch? Is that what you want to be known as? Do you want fries with that? You might as well get used to saying that shit. You want fries with that? You want fries with that? And now that I look at it, I'm like, what's so bad about that? You know, I'm granted I don't say that, but I don't know. The older I've gotten, like I thought I didn't care that much back then. Now it's like, granted I'm lucky. I put in a lot of hard work. I have earned my spot, and I'm a very unique case. You know, like all that aside, my woes are like, you know, waking up, getting to work. Okay, since I made it to work, that's pretty much it for most of the day. Yeah, I'm eventually going to get out of there. I'm eventually going to go work out. Tuesdays come shoot with you. Mondays go see Noah. Wednesdays pick up the baby. I mean, I don't stress no more like I used to.
You got a good routine going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned to let go a little bit. And
yeah, some things are just out of your hands, you know.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to like accept things for the way they are, and stop worrying about like what you would, like all the things that you would rather be doing at that given time. Because at some point you're gonna be able to go do those other things.
Exactly.
So, you know, just work hard and play harder. You know, I guess.
Right. That time will come.
Is the term, you know. So. Yeah, that's that's a pretty big one. To just learn to kind of just like let things go, like because especially right now, like, you know, and I think you're kind of maybe past this now, but you know, like you want to do good at, you know, in your job and all that.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like you can't be stressing over it. Like what's there's work, and then there's, you know, everything outside of work. You gotta just forget about all that other stuff, you know.
I'll give you an interesting scenario. So back when I first started, I thought it was a big fucking deal to catch a quality defect or something. You know, like it shows management, or it shows the people around you, hey, I'm paying attention, you know.
Yeah.
But granted, anyone in that situation should have been able to caught that defect, you know, if they were doing their job, their base minimal, right? And today, specifically today, I ended up scrapping out some doors, and some of them had splits, and some of them had like pulled holes so bad that I personally thought the shit was beyond repair, and I'm not interested in sending it out to be fixed. I think that's bullshit, and this is just me personally. I think that's bullshit. And the splits you can't fix. That's metal that's split out. Can't fix it. Sorry. But like a younger version of me would have been like, hey, look at me, like look what I did. And now it's like, well, it's my fucking job. And I guess that's why I'm here, right?
Yeah.
I've gotten over a lot of that shit. Granted, when I caught it, like, there's a girl working across from me, and I'm listening to my music, and I load the door, and then I look down, and this split wide fucking open, and I'm like, fuck, and I fucking stop the line, and I look, and I already loaded a split, so I felt like a double jackass.
Yeah.
And then I go and check all the other doors. Everything else was clean, so I only missed one right before it. But still, like, I was like, I guess that's the excitement I get now, is like I didn't catch it soon enough. You know? I don't know. It's weird. But yes, I feel exactly what you're saying, where I've lost out on like trying to be the different guy or the unique guy. You know, I've been told over and over and over again, at Ford, you're just a number. You know, so just be a number, you know.
Yeah.
And try to stay out of the limelight for the wrong reasons. Hell, try to stay out of the limelight for the right reasons too. Just try to blend. You know, you're going to have the best time if you just blend.
Yeah.
And more often than not, I just want to blend. You know, because a buddy of mine has been laid off for 4 weeks, and he just came back, and he calls me usually when he gets out of work. And he had said that, I'm just trying to get fit back in, you know, and he's hurting when you go 4 weeks without doing nothing.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you got to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can only imagine 4 weeks, man. Like 2 days or something like that sucks.
Yeah.
I can only imagine like 4 weeks of doing nothing, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, yeah, come back,
Come back, do a straight 10.
Damn, yeah,
And
man.
it's hot
ooh.
and muggy with the monkey suit on, and
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
like, ease me into it, you know.
yeah, for real.
Lube
You
it
wish.
up, lube me up first, you know. Like,
Anyway, I guess what I take away from there, you know, we were talking about iconic things, or we were talking about personal, like personalization of life, right?
yeah,
Is that what you would describe it as?
sure.
The way I've personalized work, right? I have a toolbox, and I have one of my dad's old lunch boxes. I put a bunch of stickers on it.
Oh,
Now
okay.
it's mine.
Yeah, yeah.
The toolbox has a refrigerator in it. You know, I got a fridge at work. Not everyone does. You wish you were like me. Sorry, I feel bad for you.
The toolbox has a refrigerator in it.
Yeah.
Really?
So I keep like popsicles in there, cold water bottles.
Yeah.
You know, I make coffee in the morning too. I got a coffee pot.
Nice.
You fucking wish, bro. You wish. But
Oh,
go ahead.
speaking of that,
Shoot.
August 3rd, 2017, dude. You supposedly stole some dude's enchiladas.
All right. Let's do the math.
Yeah.
All right. So right now it's 2014. So let's say it would be August 3rd, 2024, right?
Yeah.
Because right now it's May 26th? May 28th?
28th or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say it's
May
August.
28th.
Let's say it's August 3rd, 2024, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's go back 7 years. So August 3rd, 2017. Okay, so 7 years ago I was 22. And then let's go back 10 years because that's an easy one. All right, so instead of 22, I was 12. August 3rd, 2007. Okay, so I did not have a job August 3rd, 2007. If I was 12, I would have been in 7th grade.
Yeah.
I think I would have just been starting 7th grade. Because I would have turned 13 in November, right? And the school year goes from August to May or August to June. Okay, so I was in 7th grade, right? So half of the year.
Well, August 3rd, we probably would have been like on, or just we would have just been getting ready to go back.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you said?
So like it would
Or
be the
something
last
like
week
that.
of summer vacation.
Yeah, something like that. For sure.
Okay, so enchiladas. Now you're talking to me about something that happened 17 years ago.
Right.
17 years ago.
Who are you, man?
17 years ago. All right, and I'm not saying this did or didn't happen. You know, 17 years ago when I was a 12-year-old kid, I probably was a fucking fiend, and I probably was stupid.
I think it was 2007, he said.
Either way.
Either way, it was 2017 even is a weird one, because it's like... Well,
2017, totally different.
You would have been at...
Ford.
You would have been at Ford, yeah. So. But 2007, yeah, we would have been in school.
I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm about 90% sure that it didn't. Because enchiladas are not my go-to Mexican
Expose
food.
yourself.
Yeah. Like tacos is number one.
You weren't working at Yee's, were you? No, that was in high school, right?
That was in high school.
Yeah.
I did not have a job at all.
So the guy I was thinking of is definitely not. That's not him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Like if I'm gonna
you-
steal the food, it's got to be worth stealing. Enchiladas are not worth stealing. That's too much mess. You got to eat it with a fork. Yada yada. They got to be good. You know, so not all enchiladas are good. Right. So don't waste my time. So I'm taking a big chance here, big leap. You know, and I'm not like in a Mexican aficionado. You know, I don't have this in my room. Okay, so I you know.
Hey, oh yeah. Let's get this. This is a homie. This is the man, that was like back in the. I think the first wave of them was like in the late 80s or 90s. But anyways, this was like a series of like figurines.
Oh, nice.
This is just happens to be one of them.
Oh!
I got a bunch of them though.
Would you go to like the vending machine where you put 50 cents in and you get one?
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking.
They sold them there, and then you could also at some point,
Like Pizza Hut or
Yeah, they were all over the place.
Yes.
But you could also buy like series sets at Toys R Us.
Nice.
They used to sell them.
Oh, like 5-piece or something.
Exactly. Yeah, like a 5 or 6 piece set, and it was like a series like whatever.
I know
set 2.
I know
set
exactly
1,
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Yeah, those were really cool. I really used to enjoy those. There was a guy at the flea market, the Alsip flea market. Haven't seen him since, but back in the early school days, man, me and my brother used to go with my Uncle Andy, and he had like just this whole case of them, and like he was selling like the newer ones were always like dirt cheap.
Sure.
But he had like old like special edition ones or like first wave of like the original like set of them.
Oh, like
of the
before they
characters.
remastered them or whatever.
Yeah, like the original set of characters, like he had like all of them.
Yeah.
And they were always like, $50-$60 for like a figurine and stuff like that. But fun times. I used to like to collect those.
Back to Enchilada Boy.
Anyways, yes.
If it did happen, give me some more details.
Yes, give us some more.
I'm interested.
If you're willing to comment,
because I'm not 100% sure.
More, that'd be cool.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure it didn't.
Yeah. And if you're just looking for some clout or whatever,
keep it going.
yeah, nice try. We're done with you, but no.
I've had people on my jock before, and that's gonna happen again. So please.
And if you want to throw down, no, no.
Hey, if you want to throw down,
playing. No, it's all fun. It's all love here.
Oh, what's that Mike Jones song? Where he puts his phone number in there.
Oh man, it's been a while since I've even heard that name. Mike Jones, wasn't that him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. You keep going. Give me one second.
Yeah. No, I'm not too sure where to go after that. But if you have any memories or things that you want to share, if you knew us from back in the day or whatever, let us know. Let us know if you remember us or whatever.
281-330-8004.
That was his number.
It is the first thing that popped up. It could be wrong.
And Cody Gustafson, if you're watching, man.
Hey,
because I know. Apparently you do. Cody called me out the other day when I was at the house. He goes, "So when did you start listening to country?" And I was like, "I never listened to country really." He was like, "That's not what you said on the podcast." I was like, "You're watching though. I like that."
God, dude,
like
that's
that,
fucking
though.
odd. Because I told all them about it, and they were giving me like shit, like, "Oh yeah, what are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Dude, you should just check it out, To anyone that's had the pleasure of being on my Spotify, you'll notice I have like songs. And I imagine it's the same for everybody. You find something you like, and then it creates the liked playlist, and it's random all the way through. And I know mine's random, and I wouldn't expect anyone else's to be different. But specifically about mine, I'm hanging out with somebody, I hear something from them, and I'm like, I gotta add that. And it is chock full of different people influencing me at different times, and I can almost remember almost every time that it was and who influenced me.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I love. That's another part of this whole memories or icons or personalization, making life yours a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess there's something to that when people say it's not about getting there, it's about the journey.
Dude, it's funny. I remember I was with my neighbor. It was my brother and my dad and one of my neighbors. We were all out in the front talking, and my dad was, my dad's got tons of stories. He's lived a
full life.
He's lived a crazy life. Living out in on the south side of Chicago and everything like that. Like, he's got some funny and crazy stories. Or excuse me, my neighbor, he was like, man, your dad has so many stories. He's like, it's crazy. Like I can't even like think of like stories from my childhood like that. He's like,
dude,
like, and it's funny. Like I was thinking about that like pretty recently actually, because it's like I was talking with some guy at work, and I noticed I was like I was bringing up stories and like just like memories from back in the day, like just like things that we were talking about would like bring stuff up, and I got a lot of good funny like stories to tell, you know. Just, you know, off the whim from, you know, just talking, you know, like I get reminded of things, and it's like I'm always kind of reminiscing in my mind, like, you know, like healthy, like a healthy reminiscence.
No, I know what you mean.
Like I'm not like, oh, I wish I was back in, you know, the
I get some
2000s.
of that sometime.
No, but like it's just funny. Like I've noticed as I get older that like I actually do have stories to tell.
Same.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Because sometimes at work I'll get in the doldrums where I'm like that, and the more I look at it, you know, I have had a lot of good weekends. I've had a lot of good nights after work, and I think that's sort of like, I like doing this here because it gets me out, it gets me talking, it gets me thinking, and it's like, it's not the same boring blah, 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 the daily life or whatever. This is actually like me stepping out and me doing something cool, me letting my brain just kind of free flow, you know, saying some crazy off the wall shit every once in a while,
Yeah, hell yeah.
which I enjoy.
But you know what, man? Like the past, like good or bad, right? Whether it was traumatic or like just a good experience, whatever. Like that, those things have made you what you are now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to be able to take all those experiences and learn from them and become the better you. Right?
I remember what I was going to say.
The better you, but yeah.
To touch on what you said, work hard, play hard. Often I'll be in those doldrums, but
yeah,
there have been so many good times too. And I'm not working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm off more than I work. Granted, I do sleep a lot of that time, but I've lived a very happy, good, full life myself. I don't think I've missed out on much. And I've turned down a couple of things, and probably 90% of it's for the good.
Yeah. And there's a lot of things that you should have. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you, man. But
I had that time.
Yeah.
Get me when I'm good.
Hey, man. No, that's good though, man.
I'm thinking the same thing.
My guy,
man.
Always good to do these with you.
And thank you for having me again.
Yes. And thank you to whoever listens to these and just, you know, puts up with us bullshitting and blabbering about random nonsense. But this is the sit down. This is what it's all about. Just the two old friends and hopefully other old friends will come on these too and reminisce with us. Because that's what it's all about.
Angadi,
yes.
Big talk.
Big talk.
Talk is cheap. Man, it looks like you talk a lot.
That boy talks a lot, man.
Right. If you talk a lot, let's get you here. Yeah.
Let's talk about Angadi real quick.
Let's do it.
Close. This dude has everything to say on social media. He's got everything to say when you're talking to him on the phone.
Right.
But then when it comes down to coming here, he don't show up.
Oh, I can't. Oh, blah blah. Oh, this.
And you know,
radio silence.
Take it for what it is. You know, he is
married.
He is, and he is starting this new career path and
excuse.
You know, like but you know he has his legitimate excuses there.
Those are two legitimate excuses.
But make some time, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Don't forget.
Shit.
Right, we're withering away over here.
I've got my things I gotta do, but I make the time.
Right, I got life alert, but I'm still kicking. Come on, man.
Yeah. Help, I'm falling and I can't get up, man. But you know, I'm still here.
I need a brother. Hold me now.
Yeah. Well, hell yeah. All right, let's end it there, huh?
Okay.
All right. Another
Okay.
shake. Another handshake, brother. All right, man.